I've been married almost 50 years to Bill Wagnon, who's a college professor, now retired. And I have two sons who have grown up in a family that likes to camp, be involved in the community. I've dragged them with me on every political event we've been on. And they're grown now with great grandchildren for me. You know, I just want them to be well-educated and happy and able to stand on their own 2 feet. And I think they're showing all the signs of making that happen. I really wanted them to play the piano, but that's not going to happen. We made our roots in Kansas in 1968. I actually was born and grew up in southern Arkansas and moved here because Bill had a job at Washburn University. So we arrived in 1968 with great aspirations of raising a family and finding a great community with a neighborhood school so our kids, although we didn't have any then, could walk to school. And I've been involved in that community ever since. It's hard to identify any one thing that I'm most proud of because I look back and I see laws that have changed because I was able to get involved. Was very much involved in the first set of domestic violence legislation that went through the Kansas legislature, and I know that helped a lot of people. I think about the things that I was able to do when I was mayor that maybe sparked Topeka moving in some different directions and thinking about developing its downtown. I loved being at the Revenue Department. It's hard to think that collecting taxes could be fun, but I liked being part of state government, and mostly I got involved with a lot of projects that are related to economic development and growth, opportunities that wouldn't have happened otherwise. There was a couple of expansions out at the Goodyear plant in Topeka that would not have happened if we hadn't been able to change things. We got rid of the tax on business machinery and equipment, which was a significant impediment to manufacturing companies that needed to be able to have a better tax burden. Commercial property already pays twice as much as residential, and it was a real impediment to things stopping. So that's the kind of policy that I was able to get involved in, and I know that while we still don't have as many jobs in Topeka as we would like, the ones that we've got at the Goodyear plant are there in part because of some of the changes I was able to make. The changes that Brownback has made, all in the name of furthering growth, are actually retarding growth. We have 8,000 fewer jobs in Kansas since he's been governor, and I think that's shameful. The way that he's changed the tax system is causing a real inequality in the way people pay taxes. It's putting the burden on the wrong people, and I think that has a bad impact. And it's not just the tax system, it's what he's doing to the schools. And I spent a couple of years teaching school before I went on to other things. And I have a lifelong commitment to making sure that we have good public schools because that's why people move to Kansas. And he's endangering our schools and our whole future for our state. I think I was put here on this earth to do good for other people. And one of my favorite role models said, "Service is the rent we pay for living on earth." I'd like for people to think I was of service.